Alright, so in the last video we went ahead and we validated the front end. And it's time now to go ahead and validate the back end. Alright, validate through the middleware, and all of that. So if we just go right over here, we are logged in right now and it's all fine. But if we try to log out right here, of course we're gonna go back to the users and once again, and if we try to access the admin index page, just like that, you can see that we're accessing the information, this information in the index page without even logging in, which is totally messed up. We can only access this page, the index page right here, if we're only logged in. All right, so to do this, to prevent the users or the admins that are coming and accessing this page without logging in, it's actually pretty simple. If we go to routes right here, and if we go to web, if we go down at the bottom right here, all what we need to do, let's actually go ahead and make a group, a route group, instead of doing this. So I want to do it only at this part. All right, because I want the users to access the route that's basically viewing the login form without even without any kind of middlewares or anything like that. Right, because everybody has the access everybody has the access have the right, sorry, to access the login page or the login form. All right, but not everybody has has the right to access the index page. You only need to log in first. All right, so let's paste this also right here. All right, so the prefix for this, it's actually going to be admin. All right, and I'm going to keep this slash like that because this will access the index page. All right, and now I want to add some kind of middleware for the index function right here, so nobody can access this. So all I'm gonna do right here, I'm gonna just go middleware like that, and I'm gonna make this so it will be the middleware of us, and this will be admin like that. So what I'm seeing right here, if you're not familiar with middlewares, well, basically the middlewares is like a checkpoint. All right, it enforces some rules on some routes, some functions, and so on. All right, and the middlewares basically work with guards, and the guard right here is the admin right over here. So we're telling him that this guy, anybody cannot access the index page right here unless he's actually authorized as an admin. All right, so this what this means right here. Right, so if we just save this like that, and if we go ahead and try to refresh this, all right, so it's something is wrong. Middleware as admin. I'm thinking that everything is right actually. All right, so let's save once again and refresh. All right, so it's not working. So let me just try to clear the cache. Maybe that this is a problem. So here is HP Artisan route cache. All right, so there is config cache. We're clearing the configuration cache, and there is also PHP Artisan optimize, and this will cache the framework bootstrap files. If we just refresh this right here, all right, so as you can see, it's gonna go back to the login page, which is awesome, which is fine with me. All right, so every time we try to access the index page without logging in, it's gonna actually go ahead and get us back to the login page. So let's now try to log in, and let's see it's gonna work or not. So let me just paste this, and let me grab my password, click login. All right, so there we go. Now we can only access this if the user or if the admin is logged in, which is great. All right, so we protected the first page right here, which is the index page. All right, but if we also since we hide the login link right here, the user cannot now log in, which is, which is logical, right? If the user or if the admin is logged in, he cannot go to the login page, right, because he is already logged in. He cannot access this page now. But if we actually try to access it through through this box, through the search box, you can see right here that he can still access it, through this link right here, which is totally messed up and should not actually happen. So we have to create some kind of other middleware in order to protect this route also. So yeah, let's go ahead and create this middleware right now to protect the login page. All right, so I want to go ahead and write in PHP artisan make middleware. We're gonna name it something like check for auth, for example. And if we just, all right, so now the middleware is created successfully. If we go to app, we go to HTTP, and if we go to middleware, as you can see, check for auth right over here. All right, and the logic for this, I already prepared it right here. We just copy this, and check out the resources section of this video. You will find this, the logic for this. All right, so what we're doing right here, we're going if request URL. If we're going to this URL right here, let's continue and do something. So if basically, if the guard is admin, if the session is set, let's actually go ahead at this link. We're gonna go to the index page right away. So what we're doing right here, we're telling him if the user tries to go to the login page, let's impose something, or let's do something right here. If this guy right here, this is actually guard, like that. All right, so this is guard admin actually. All right, so yeah, if we are authorized, if the user tries to go to the login, and if we are authorized, go back to the index page once again. Do not go to this page, all right, or go to the route of admins.dashboard, which is simply just the login page right here. Here is simply the route. All right, here is simply the route name. So this is exactly what we're gonna do right here. So just save this whole thing right here, and before we even use this route, before we even use this middleware, we have to go ahead and we have to register it in the kernel .php file. So I want to go ahead to middleware aliases right here. Let's just copy this and paste. We will name this something like check for auth, like that. All right, and now we need the name of this middleware. So just copy it and paste it like that. All right, so check for auth. Let's now save this whole thing. Let's copy now the name for our own middleware. All right, and let's go ahead right here and use it on our login, on the page or on the route that's basically showing the login. All right, so let's go right here, middleware. Let's simply just paste this in. So if we just save this whole thing right here, and if we try to go ahead and refresh this, all right, so it's possibly a cache problem. So I don't know, something is wrong with this right here. So if we just go HP Artisan optimize, all right, so let's clear the configuration cache, and let's clear the route cache right here. So all right, so let's refresh this. All right, so it's taking a while. Hopefully it works and nothing goes wrong. Actually we forgot something. If we go right here, you can see that we have this auth right here. We should actually use auth if we save. All right, so as you can see, it's telling us that actually the authentication is not there. Let's now refresh this. We already included it, so yeah. All right, so let's just go ahead and refresh this right now. All right, so again, there's something is wrong, but I'm feeling admin slash login, auth guard right here, admin, redirect admins dot dashboard. Middleware, check for auth. So everything looks fine to me actually. Huh. Let's try and clear the cache one more time. Config, optimize. All right, so let's just refresh this. All right, so let's try to log out and log in once again, and let's see. We go to the login. All right, so there is email and there is the password. Click login. All right, so as you can see, let's now try to access the login page. All right, so it's being accessed. So just give me a second. All right, so the problem is pretty simple. If you look right here, we're using the name, and we should not use the name. We should actually use the email right here because I do not even have a name column in my table. All right, so this was the problem. So just save this, and if we try to go it right now, we try to go to it. As you can see, we're going back once again to the admin page. We cannot access the login page right now since we are logged, and which is just awesome. All right, so this is actually done, and this is also what I want to do right now is just go to the resources, go to the views, and I want to go to the master template. This, I would say that this video is officially done. I'm just gonna go ahead and like go right here, for example, and I'm gonna go route, and I'm gonna go to this route. I'm just gonna fix the links. All right, so if we go to this and if we go to the web, so we want the name, this name right here, and let's paste this in. We also want to fix the link for let's copy this. All right, so there is also the home. Let's paste this right here. We also want to fix the link for the login, which is down at the bottom right here. All right, so we want to go ahead and paste this whole thing in. So this will go to view.login, paste and save. All right, so let's refresh this now. If we click on this, it's going to the admin, the same page. And if we simply just log out, if we try once again to go to /admin/login, and if we click on this, it's going to go to the same page actually. So yeah, the links are working perfectly, and this is all for this video.